Okay, people, let me just start by saying this. This right here is probably one of the strangest matches I've ever had in my entire life, and I'll probably never see anything like it again. This was a RU match I had against a guy named kcfan. I didn't want to upload this because I was destroying this dude with hacks and stuff, and you kind of see where it's going, but something happened in the battle that it's just unexplainable. Like, words cannot describe it. Like, I'm just lost for words. Like, in place of this, there was a UU match I had, but I kind of saved over it with this video, so this is the one that I'm going to be uploading instead. Anyways, hey guys, Strato here. RU battle, you already know the drill, and this might be one of my last uploads for a while because next week, unfortunately for me, I have to give back my laptop, and that pretty much means the end of a lot of uploading, like, unless my computer downstairs decides to be working and whatnot, but that's probably not going to happen, so unless I get a replacement laptop, which might take centuries, well, at least unless I get a job soon. I got an interview Sunday to do. This will probably be the end, like I said, but enough of me rambling. Let's just get started with this match, which is just, like I said, unexplainable. So I'm going to lead off with my Sand Slash, and it's pretty much my impish, blah blah blah, awesome stuff. 252 HP, 252 defense. He goes off with Galvantula. I'm already expecting the energy ball on the very first turn. So I'm going to go into my Bob Saget, who has a pretty respectable special defense, and what do I know? He does go for the energy ball, so he's going to do, like, he does a decent chunk to me, and it turns out he has a life orb, so he really can't touch me. He's going to switch out, and he's going to go into his Tangela, which is basic Eviolite, max defense, max HP, all that good stuff. So I'm going to go for an Ice Punch here, just predicting a switch or something. And I get a Freeze Hacks, which is why I said earlier I didn't want to upload this match because of all the hacks that was going on. So I need to switch out, so I'm going to go into my Clean right here so I can start setting up some shift gears and whatnot. So he's going to stay frozen. I'm going to go for a substitute here, just in case he wanted to go for a sleep powder when he falls out. And he's frozen once again. So I'm going to take this opportunity to set up a shift gear as he switches out into his Synep, which is an Arbok. And I was like, what? Why would you bring an Arbok to RU in the first place? It just doesn't make any sense. Then I was like, oh yeah, that's right, it's got Dragon Tail. So I set up my shift gear, like I said, and I'm going to go straight for the gear grind because I do not want that thing to Dragon Tail me out. Otherwise, I'm going to run into problems later in the match because I'm going to have a weakened Clean, and the gear grind's going to be a decent 2-hit KO with the life orb, so goodbye Arbok, and I'll never probably see you again in RU. So with him gone, I believe he goes into his Drudagon here, and this is the bane of my existence later in this match. So I'm going to go for another shift gear, then I completely forgot, oh yeah, that's right, it's going to phase me out with Dragon Tail. But unfortunately, he doesn't go for the Dragon Tail. Instead, he roars me out, and I was just like, okay, you're cool. So I'm going to get roared out into my Cofagrigus, aka my Fag Mummy, who's going to be all pink and stuff, and he can't really touch me, so he's going to have to switch out, and he's probably going to go into his Frozen Tangela. So I'm going to take this time to start setting up some Calm Minds, but first I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball just to get some damage and whatnot. Then, I believe, I start going for some Calm Minds. But he falls out, and then he's going to hit me with a Sleep Powder, and unfortunately for him, more hacks happens, and I dodge that Sleep Powder like a total pro, and I'm going to set up my Calm Mind freely, get my special attack and special defense boost, but that isn't going to really matter, because he's going to get the Sleep Powder on a second try, and I'm just like, that sucks. Because I really wanted to set up a bunch of Calm Minds, and then just start sweeping everything, because my set is basically, it's Calm Mind, Hidden Power Fighting, Shadow Ball, and then Trick Room. So basically I get up to around +4, +6, then I go for a Trick Room and just sweep everything. But that's not going to happen. He's going to go for his Leech Seed, get some residual damage on my Fag Mummy, and he's going to get some HP back from the Leech Seed, and he's going to go for a Giga Drain, and even with my special defense increase, it does a decent amount of damage. So I was hoping I could wake up in this turn and start calm minding again, but that's not gonna happen. So I think it's like this turn I switch out, I believe. It's either this one or the next turn that I switch out. But anyways, he's going to get more Leech Seed recovery. And yeah, this is when I switch out. And I'm going to go into my Clean Clane again. And he's going to go for a Giga Drain. Not going to hurt me at all because, you know, Steel resists grass and that's going to do diddly to me. So I'm going to have to force him to switch out. And then this is where the magic happens, people. This is the bane of my existence. Just watch this next couple turns. I'm going to go for a substitute right here, and I'm going to put myself at 66 HP, and I know he's going to phase me out, so I'm going to go straight for the Gear Grind, and he's going to take out my Clean Clane because of the rough skin, and he's holding a Rocky Helmet. But, watch this. Just watch. Just look at that. How does he get behind a substitute? Like, he uses Roar. How does he get behind a substitute? Like, why? And the worst part is, I can hit him with an Ice Punch, and I can actually damage him through a substitute. Like, what is this? My mind is, like, full of, and I get another Freeze Hex, but regardless of it, just how does that even happen? Like, he just switches in and suddenly gets a substitute out of nowhere that, like, isn't really a substitute. If this has happened to any of you, like, I don't know, like, join the club, I guess. But anyways, I'm gonna go for Ice Punch, take him down, and that'll be the end of him. But unfortunately, the Rocky Helmet's gonna take out my Metacham as well, which is quite unfortunate because he was a big powerhouse on my team. So I'm gonna go into my Lady Gaga now, because Lady Gaga is my special sweeper on my team, and he's going to go into his Galvantula, and I know he's going to go for a Bug Buzz, so I'm going to switch out and go back into my Fag Mummy, who's going to pretty much be my, whatchamacallit, the Death Fodder, so he's going to go for the Bug Buzz, like I said, and it's going to be a clean 2-hit KO, even with the resistance, or 3-hit KO, sorry about that. My, leftovers recovery isn't going to even matter. Like, I may as well just keep this in now. So he's going to go for a Thunder, but he misses. I've had, like, so much hacks on my side in this battle, it's, like, not even funny. So I'm just going to still keep this in for Death Fodder, because I know it really can't do anything at this point. So he's going to get the Thunder on this turn, and that's going to be able to take me out pretty nicely, and that'll be the end of my Fag Mummy shenanigans. So, knowing that the Galvantula is probably going to stay in, I'm going to go into my Sand Slash now. And now, he's going to go for an Energy Ball, but this is pretty funny too. I think he might have gotten minimal damage here, because I know Energy Ball could have taken out my Sand Slash, but I live it with a sliver of health, and I'm able to go for the Earthquake, and I'm able to take out that Galvantula very nicely, even without any attack investment whatsoever. So with him out of the way, I pretty much got this battle wrapped up, because he's really got nothing that can do damage to me. I mean, he's got a phasing, oh, wait, I killed that. Never mind. He's got this Rhydon, but it's a Rock Polish set. I'm not really afraid of it, because there's, like, nothing it can do to me. Because it's got, I don't think it has any attack boosting moves, and I could pretty much tank a hit with someone, switch out, go in another person, and take out the Rhydon. And then I can proceed to take out that stalling Tangela of his, which is Eviolite, and that's pretty much all I'm really worried about now. I pretty much got this in the bag. I don't care about the Rhydon's Rock Polish. Who cares about it? So he's going to take out my Sand Slash. I'm going to go into Lady Gaga, and I'm just going to go straight for the, I think I go for the Sleep Powder here? He goes for a Stone Edge for stab. Doesn't really hurt me as much as it should have, but it still does a decent amount of damage. Go for a Sleep Powder, that puts the Rhydon to sleep, and this is the fun part. I'm going to start setting up some, he's going to withdraw, actually, so he's going to go into his Tangela, and I'm going to go for a Quiver Dance here, just because I want to get the special attack boost, the speed boost, and the special defense boost, just so I could outspeed that Rhydon, but he switched out, like I said. So, with that being said, I'm going to go for a Stab Giga Drain with the Life Orb boost. It's going to do a decent chunk to the Tangela despite the Eviolite. But, unfortunately for me, he still carries the Sleep Powder, and that is what he's going to proceed to do. So he's going to put my Lady Gaga to sleep, and I'm just like, alright, I should just keep this in, despite the fact that he's carrying the Giga Drain, because I know I can take at least 3 of those Giga Drains, so that's what I plan to do. He's going to go for a Giga Drain this turn, and it's going to do, like, I'd roughly say about 12.5% HP damage to me, which is not that good. So I'm going to be asleep again. He's going to go for another Giga Drain. I'm going to live that easily, and he's just going to basically HP stall me to death. So if that's the kind of battle he wants to play, then that's the kind of battle I'll do. So I'm gonna wake up this turn, then I'm gonna go for the Giga Drain, and it's gonna do another decent chunk of damage to him, which is pretty good because now it's basically a clean kill from here. Even if he were to switch out, I could just bring in someone else to take out the Tangela. Knowing this, he's probably gonna just stay in anyway and leave this for fodder. Then he's gonna go into his sleeping Rhydon, and that's gonna be the game. So yeah, I pretty much got this in the bag, like I said. Thank you, Hex, and I hope I never see another glitch like that earlier in the game again, because that was just completely messed up. Like, you switch in and you somehow get a free substitute. That's not really a substitute. I'm just, like, just mind blown from that. Like, I've had previous glitches like that. Like, I believe it was a Choice Scarf Pokemon. I forgot which one it was, but it somehow got outspeeded by something with a Life Orb, and I knew normally Choice Scarf would have outspeeded. I don't know what happened there, but who cares. I forgot that he had the Sand Slash on his team. That's an easy one-hit KO, which means I wasn't really worried about that. Which probably me... I don't know what I'm saying now. I just didn't mention it on his team because it was pretty much worthless. So I'm going to take out this Rhydon. That'll be GG. Be sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you want to. Like I said, you probably won't be seeing me do any uploads for a very long time. You might see maybe 1, 2, or 3 throughout the summer if my computer decides to cooperate with me. And basically, that's pretty much all I've got to say, really. But if I can, I might try and squeeze in like 1 or 2 LP parts on Sunday before I have to turn my laptop in, because I really want to get as much of that LP done as possible, and seeing I only got a couple days left, I may as well just go for like 2. So with that being said, I got nothing else to say, so yeah, ciao.